My name is Robert Bentley. I'm going to demo my LabView project for Engineering 267. So in my project I have an arbitrary waveform generator set up. In this generator I can create sine waves, square waves, triangle waves, sawtooth waves. For now I'll go ahead and set up a sine wave. I can vary the frequency of this signal. I can vary the amplitude as well as the DC offset. And I can also inject noise at varying amplitudes. I'll go ahead and auto set that signal in the display on the waveform generator. I can also save this input file to a spreadsheet file if I want to look at it at Excel or something like that at a later time. So for now I'll go ahead and disable noise, and this is the input to my oscilloscope. So the oscilloscope, sure enough, I have some data coming in. I can scale the volts per division by using this knob over here, and this will scale it in the window. I can scale the time per division by using this knob here if I want to look at more or less of the signal. And I can also change the vertical offset by using this knob over here. If for whatever reason I get out of position or I lose my waveform, I can hit auto set, and that will reset my scaling and my triggering to where it's approximately plus or minus 1 division on each side of the waveform, and it'll give me anywhere from 5 to 10 periods of the signal. I also have some measurements set up. So right now my DC offset is 0, so the DC value is close to 0. My amplitude minimum maximum is plus or minus 3.3 volts. So my peak to peak is 6.7 volts. And right now the frequency is at 18.5 kilohertz. So if I want, I can go ahead and I can inject some noise, which is what you see here. And on the oscilloscope, sure enough, I have a signal with noise being displayed. I can filter that if I want. And when I turn on the filter, it's a low-pass filter, so I'll see a nice clean sine wave coming through. And I can change the cutoff frequency of that filter. So if I put the filter low enough, essentially I get a DC signal coming out, which is 0. If I want to take a look at the spectrum of the signal, I can turn on my FFT function, and it'll display this FFT window down here. And sure enough, I have a spike at 18.5 kilohertz or so. And if I want to save either of these displays, I can click the screenshot button, and that will save it to a PNG file. So I'll call this scope 4, and then a PNG of this file will be saved to an image file that I can review later. So that's my LabView project. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.